This is Deborah from rightbrainleftturn.com. I have a neat little Zazzle trick for you that you might not have tried before, and this is a way to add some extra money to your bottom line. Okay, it might be cents, but doesn't cost you anything except a little bit of trouble when you first start looking at how you're setting your prices. So, okay, we're going to go and look at three things with a Zazzle store. Most people start out looking at royalties and they set a blanket royalty across the board. What you could do instead is look at the price that the customer is going to get and then ultimately look at your profit and not pay so much attention to setting everything by a royalty percentage. Okay, so let me illustrate better what I mean by that. Let's go look at a product for an example. This is a notebook. It's a relatively inexpensive product compared to messenger bags or something like that. So this particular one is right now set at $14.95. We're going to go down below the product image to the edit option and go into the royalty. And you can see right now this is set with a 22.0% royalty for a price $14.95 and a royalty of 3.13. So let's say I just wanted to show you, just to demonstrate what happens when you change the price around a little bit. So I went into the advanced royalty calculator, and let's say that I was looking at, let's set this at, say, 16%. How did I get 10.3? Okay, 16%. And 16% gives us a price for the customer of $13.90 and a royalty of $2.22. So let's go put this on our chalkboard. So we've got the royalty equals 16.0, the price equals $13.90 to the customer, and our profit on that was $2.22, I believe. Yes, okay. So now this is kind of a starting point, let's say. So I want something around $13.90 for a price. Actually, something, say, between $13.75 and $14, I think would probably all be about the same to the customer. So let's go back, and I don't want to go over $14 in this instance, so I start bringing up the increments. And I go to, let's say, 16.2. Oops. That gives me $13.95. Okay, let's add that to our chalkboard. So $13.95 was 16.2%. And that was $2.26 right there for the royalty that you would make. Okay. So still keeping things about the same for the customer. I've gained a profit on this of additional 4 cents. Let's go back, and I just know from playing with this, if I take it up to 16.3, the price doesn't change, but I get another penny. Okay, so why wouldn't I do that? If I take it up to 16.4, I get $2.27. So if I take it up to 16.5, at that point I've jumped up to $14, and I just had wanted to stay under. So I'm going to go back to 16.4, say that was my maximum price, and I'm going to come back here and look at that on my little chalkboard. So this is 16.4%, $13.95, and $2.29. So instead of setting my royalty at 16%, where I would get $2.22, if I put just 0.4% additional on there, the price to the customer goes up by 5 cents. I don't think this is going to be a pricing issue for a customer, but I make an additional 7 cents. So I've increased this by 7 cents for a price change to the customer of 5 cents. So all you need to do is optimize the price for yourself. Because of rounding issues, this is why this works. So I hope you appreciate this trick, and come back to rightbrainleftturn.com for more info. Thanks.